Now it's 2026. So, first video of the new year. And I want to go over my training, what I did, the results, because I got all the data down. So I can show the actual results. I think I got about 35 watts of gain in 2 months. So that was pretty good. So I'm going to show all the data for that. And then also talk about power meters. Because, you know, I've got 3 of them now, right? So, got Quark, Favero, another Quark, right? So the question is, how to calibrate your power meter. So that's what I'll talk about, how I did it anyway, because you have to do it. And because you'll find out that all 3 meters will be different, right? So talk about that. And that's about it. And so first, my weight, and then on to the data. End of the year weigh-in, just a shed. Where I'm at. I'm skating. Check where at. $25.42. Check my body fat. Why not? Okay. So we have 125.2 body fat. Oh, 6.4%. Wow, way up there. Muscle 41. Oh man, look at that. Got a lot of muscle. Body age 26. Not too bad. Just checking it. So first, I did all my indoor training on this bike. And I had my Quark power meter. Then I saw this earlier. Getting wonky. Couldn't trust it. So I got another power meter. Actually, I had 3. Tried out 3 of them. So eventually I had to scrap the first one because it was just unreliable. So the second, Quark 2 I call it, and the Favero pedal power meters that I just got. So tried them out for like a week. And I calibrated. Got them within a watt of each other on this, right? Then we get to first one. So yesterday, moved both power meters over here on this bike. 5236, 11 by 25. And figured, okay, they were within a watt over there. 17 watts difference on the ride. So it was about an hour and a half ride. Up a hill, mostly, hot hill. A lot of, different variations and stuff. Yeah, so 17 watts between the two different power meters that had been totally calibrated. So that was interesting. It's really just, power, how are you going to measure it, right? They're both going to measure it different ways and stuff. Then I went out on the TT bike. And you can see the TT bike. Yeah. So I moved the durace over here. So I don't know if you can see. You see, I had swapped the cranks here. So the durace was over there. This was shredded. And so, yeah, I had to get the tool. Get one of these little guys. Get a hammer. Then, get the ultimate tool. Oh yeah. The press. Put it all back together. Awesome. Definitely want one of these. Or you want to be able to do your own sort of work. Sort of helps. So for instance, you see, I brought this into the bike shop to have the cranks swapped out. And when they gave me it back, turned out they swapped. Okay. So they kept the Durace bottom bracket and gave me a replacement bottom bracket after they installed my ceramic speed bottom bracket. They didn't do that just once, not just twice, but 3 times on all 3 bikes, because I didn't have a tool. And turns out they just love dicking around with people. And turns out I didn't really need it, so I didn't really check until, I started swapping stuff around. And I go, let's check the look. And I checked. Yeah, all 3. So anyway, got them all switched. And so it's good to have your own tools. But then, so that, okay, so now let's lead into why Zone 2 is destroying the world. Okay, I'm sort of being a little facetious, I guess they call it. Okay, I'm exaggerating a little bit, but Zone 2 is destroying the world. What else can you say? I mean, back when I was young, if we went out and said, hey Mom, I want to go out and do some Zone 2, they would laugh at you. They would hit you up the head like, what are you doing? Get do your work. You got all these chores to do. Like today, okay, I spent like 4 or 5 hours just cleaning the house. It's a lot of work. And then yesterday, it was 4 hours of redoing the work, doing all this stuff. DI2, debugging is Zone 3. Oh, so this is sort of funny. So, turns out when I debugged this one, and it turned out that not only did the cable fail, going from here to here, the battery failed simultaneously. So I figured that all out. I got it all fixed now. That was really funny. And it failed the same day I got the pedals for it. Yeah. So it takes a lot of work. I mean, all this, the tools and stuff. I mean, that's your Zone 2. Going out there and, saying that you have to do like 3 hours of easy bicycling to do your Zone 2 is so elitist. It just, sort of makes me want to puke. But that's go ahead, do your Zone 2. Because I just do Zone 4 myself. I mean, if I'm going to exercise, I'm going to make it worth it. Yeah. Gee. Yeah. Okay. So now I'm going to show the results. I've got the results here of my spreadsheet, detailed progress. And how to test your calibrate your power. Okay, so this is the results here. So what I track is my speed on the resistance trainer. So that's this blue line here. So starting in November So I don't track power actually because, well, speed translates right to power. And even though you see these dips here, this is just because I slowed down for, adjust the fan or something. It wasn't because I was slow. All the rides are really hard. These are all zone 4, zone 5 rides. And I started off, I was already doing zone 4 when I started. So it was good. I increased quite a bit. And so what I did is I created this spreadsheet, to track all the data. And this is the watts. This is what the watts would look like. This is after I've already adjusted it because they were so far off. The power meter was so far off. I had to adjust it. And so to do that, okay, first I have got these, the 3 power meters. And so what I did was I created these power curves by just go to these different speeds and record the power for each one. So you got this curve. What that means is that you could see based on the speed what the power should be, right? That's how you calibrate it. Now this top number, how do you get the top number? Well, 2 of the 3 agreed that 280 was the top. This one said 270. And it was spec'd at 300 when I bought it. So I would say 280, 285 maybe would be the top. And so this makes a pretty reasonable assumption of what your power versus speed is going to be. So once you have this, you know what to expect. So when you get back over here, you track the speed, and then you know what the watts should be. And then you see what the watts really are. And so you can make assumptions about how accurate your power meter really is. So what I started doing is running 2 power meters at the same time and comparing. And so this would be Quark 2 now because Quark 1 eventually failed, so I threw this one out. Put Quark 2 in place, and we got the Favero over here. And what I had to do was with Quark 2 is I had to increase the power by 1%. And there's an app. You can go in and you could change it because it was too low. So I boosted it up. So it matched. So we got power. So it matches here in the test. Right. So the next test was to actually take it out on a road. So I took both power meters yesterday, put it on the road bike, did a ride, and they were 17 watts different on the ride. That was pretty great. So turns out the Favero was 17 watts lower. Don't know why yet. Could be any kinds of things, but it was lower. So even after I already, calibrated everything, it was still low. And so the ride looked like this. So I was the top for the day anyway. 266 watts, 150. And I was taking it pretty easy because it was smoky. Really smoky out there. And, I don't know any of these people. I don't know. But Wednesday isn't really a fast day anyway. It's a pretty slow day. So today's Thursday. So see, I did only 835. Taking it pretty easy. Not even my PR setup. But this is the goal, is to get my PR up this hill, up this climb. Because right now I am the fastest for my age, or I was. And at one point I did like 8 days in a row where I was a top guy. It's just sort of fun, especially at my age, to be the top. just for fun. But let's look at it today. So let's refresh this. If I refresh this, it'll be Thursday now. Let's see what we got. 7, yeah, see. Colin, yeah, I know this guy. Eric, yeah. So these are all the faster guys. Yeah, so this is basically my PR, 7:01. So that down there. So I got to get back out there. But I didn't get a chance to go out there today because I was so busy doing all my zone 2, cleaning the house. So I didn't get out today. But I will. And so I'm going to go back out there and get my PR. I have to get under 7 minutes out there. So sometime in the next couple weeks, I'm going to go back out there. Be fun. And one of the reasons I'm doing this, of course, is my LDL particle number, because this is what I've got. It's over 2,000. And so that's why I do all this exercise. I've got this genetic component here. Figure this out for my own blood tests. My doctors refuse to help me. So it's this one right here. That one. Yep. Anyway, thorough discussion with your doctor. Yeah, Yep. So I'm working on this all on my own. Anyway, that's the talk for today.